Episode 120 of Sunday Night Alive Power Hour with your host, Soldier of Self-Mastery here, Santos Rolon Jr. Again, this is episode 120. Follow me, and I'm going to help you stay free. That's my ironclad guarantee. Welcome, my friends from around the world. Today I'm in a sanctuary. Can you hear the wonderful sounds of the birds in my sanctuary today? Take a listen. Hopefully everybody's getting a little bit of sound here. Hey Jim, welcome to episode 120. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are. I see we have a few joinees today. What are we going to do on this program today? We're still in this COVID era 19. I think it's getting a little bit more, we're becoming a little bit more knowledgeable about what's going on around us. And I'm excited to be here with you once again. We're going to take a little bit of time and we're going to go through some ideas, and hopefully we will turn on the light or keep the light on or bring the light brighter. My fellow soldiers, my warring soldiers. And we're going to talk a little bit about warnings and success on this broadcast. What can that be for you and I? Warnings and success. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, we're in the COVID-19 era. So I want to thank those of you that are here. What's on your mind? What do you want to talk? What's going on in your circle of the world? What's going on? You want to share? We want to interact. Definitely want to know what's happening in your part of the world here. And this is episode 120. I'm in Stockton, California. We're going to do a proverb, and then we're going to do some house cleaning, a little bit of house cleaning. And then we're going to get into some subject matter here. And hopefully we'll be able to walk away from this broadcast with something that will motivate us, something that will inspire us, something that will help us to pay it forward somewhere. Hey, Patrick, welcome. Oh, amen. Hello. And Jim. So there's a few other people here. I'm sure that I started the broadcast early today because I wanted to see if maybe I was advised to start the program a little bit earlier. And I don't know, maybe I should just wait until 4, but we'll see how everything is going. Patrick, it's Patrick in Naples, Florida. No stimulus check yet. When I get it, I will send $50. All right, Patrick, I'll be counting on you, man. Once again, I'm excited. I feel healthy. I feel strong. I feel probably just like you, a little bit strange in this time that we're living in. But let's get into this proverb. I want to read a proverb really quick. It has to do with speech. Proverbs 18. There's just 2 proverbs that I want to read out of this. And the first one says, where am I here? A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth. That's kind of interesting, this proverb. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. I read these proverbs often, and I keep asking myself, I wonder what God, the master, of this universe is actually saying to us through these words, through these sentences. I know that there's some very deep spiritual meaning to these verses, very deep, but there's also some moral implications. And I'm really thinking about these today because I had a phone call from a young man earlier this morning, probably about 4:30 in the morning. And I won't say his name. Who knows? He might be watching this broadcast. I won't say his name and I won't say where he's from. He shared some things with me in that conversation that I had with him that kind of surprised me a little bit. And maybe I'll share some of that later on as we get into the broadcast. So thank you for supporting the mission. Those were today's Proverbs. Thank you for supporting the mission. I am going to be doing a book giveaway today. If you're interested, I'm going to actually be giving away my engineer's book, Cephas. The number is going to be 1 through 50 if you're interested. This is a great book. It's got a really, really good project inside of it. So I'm going to be doing that one. It's going to be an ebook, by the way. So if you guessed the number, if you want to just play the game, you can. If not, that's up to you. Numbers 1 through 50. And at the end of the program here, we'll talk about the ebook. So once again, I want to thank you for supporting this mission. If you're new here on this program, remember to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel and make sure that you turn on your notifications so that whenever I go live or upload new content, you get notified. If indeed I'm helping you turn on your light. Remember earlier I said if you follow me, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you stay free. And I'm very serious about this because I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that are still gambling during this era that we're in right now. There's still a lot of people gambling and physically gambling too at that. So subscribe and subscribe to our emails. We're sending out an email, I believe 1 or 2 emails a week. So we want to make sure that you subscribe to that. You can, as I always say, soldiersofselfmastery.com. soldiersofselfmastery.com. All right, my fellow soldiers, I see we've got a few people on here. I don't know where everybody's at. Maybe they're watching the football games or they're doing something. If you guys have a question for me today, I had an interesting morning. Good number. I had an interesting morning. I had an interview with Stephen. I had it was about a little bit over an hour interview, more of a conversation I had with Stephen. Stephen is the founder of the SCG show on YouTube. He's from London. He just hit a year free from gambling, and he basically contacted me because I was one of the persons that actually helped him reach that milestone. So I'm really excited about that. That interview will be out in video here sometime soon. And man, he was all the way in London. And you just don't realize, sometimes you don't think about the impact that we make on people, whether it's just a little word or a comment, a statement, or even just the way we look at people or the way that we are, the way that we stand, the way that we take a stand in life. So that will be out. I'm excited about that. Stephen, the SCG show on YouTube. All right, my friends. Well, Josephine, hello. Welcome to episode. Amen. You're close. You're close, but you didn't get it. Oh, yeah, I did. I did share the subscription to my emails. Jim, U-MOTO. I hope that you're doing well, my fellow soldier. And U-MOTO Motorized Bicycles, I know right now a lot of us are going through, a lot of businesses, small businesses are going through some very severe challenges. And definitely, I don't know, Jim is in Tucson, Arizona. This is for bicyclists and bicycle people that are in that area. You may want to visit when you get a chance. Visit U-MOTO. Maybe he'll put his website. Cool bikes, cool motorized bikes. Just thought I'd throw the word out there. I'm working on super fantastic, terrific, and over the top. How are you doing, Josephine? How are you? I'm going green every day. I'm excited about that. I'm working on staying healthy. I'm working on paying it forward, looking for ways to serve others. We have a lot of time on our hands. Sadly, some people are using their time very, very unwisely. And we're talking about physically gambling. I mean, I didn't think that stuff was going on, but I don't know. Maybe I'm naive. So thank you for asking. You're welcome, Jim. You're welcome. Patrick. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like they might be opening up the gates. I've been hearing about this COVID-19 opening pretty soon. I don't know. I really wanted to send out a little bit of a warning today to people, because I had a phone call and this young man was telling me that he was gambling with some others, rolling dice. I guess maybe in somebody's garage or somebody's yard. I'm thinking, man, that's kind of crazy. At this point in time, they're even saying, or at least we're hearing news about it, that this virus, whatever you want to call it, is spreading, or you can catch it even beyond 6 feet. So there's all kinds of new information coming out about this, the precautions that we should be taking, right? Physical gambling is not a good thing. What do you guys think? Let me see if I get some feedback here. Oh, amen. What do you think? In fact, we know that online gambling has risen also. There's a lot of people that are gambling. And again, I'm here today just to kind of warn people. This period that we're going through right now should be an opportunity for us. It shouldn't be an opportunity for us to bury ourselves further than we were before this whole thing started, right? This should be a time of reflection. It should be a time of internal analyzation to see what we could be doing better, what we could improve upon, or maybe, we need to pick something up that we left off somewhere. We started something and we're not finishing up. This is the time. We've been given some very, very valuable time. Those of us that make it through this, because some people are not going to grow through this process, this experience. Some people are going to pass away. There's people that are going to be more or less, I don't know if I should use this word, like it's almost like people are being sacrificed. I don't know. Maybe that's just the wrong thought. But we've been given an opportunity for us to reflect. And I'm hoping that those of you that are here, that join me here today on this broadcast, I hope that you're doing this. I hope that you're taking advantage of this and not wasting time, because time, we can't get it back. We're going through time. Physical gambling is not a good thing. Yeah, rolling dice. I don't know if any of you, that's what started me years ago when I was about 14. Rolling dice with some of the older guys in the neighborhoods. It was an escape. I was dealing with trauma at home. I didn't know it was trauma. It was just my father being him, very difficult, very mean. And I was always looking for escapes. And, rolling the dice. That's what found me, and that's what planted the seed in my subconscious early on. Well, I had a call from this young man telling me that that's what he was doing, and he lost several $100s. And I'm like, not a good thing. Not a good thing. Definitely not a good thing. So that's basically part of my topic, warning people to stay out of situations that they're going to cripple you. if you keep going in that direction, you hang out with the wrong people, or you go online and you download an app. Next thing you know, your money's going down the tubes. And also, when these casinos open up, you'll be one of the first ones flying into the casino, because these apps and these online games is prepping your mind for it. It's danger. I mean, we want success. That's what I want. I don't know. This COVID-19 era really humbles us, because it shows us how fragile we really are. And we may think that we have a lot of time. We don't. We don't have a lot of time. Time is slipping away. Isn't there a song that says time is into the future? I think there's a song like that. So we have to take advantage of our time. We have to take advantage of our time. Naheel Johnson, welcome. Thank you for your support. I got to send a strong shout out for Naheel. I don't know what I'm doing for her. I don't know hopefully her business is growing, something for her to support Soldiers of Self-Mastery mission. So thank you. I truly appreciate you, and I hope that you're doing very well out there in Florida. Gambling is bad for your bank account. Why is it bad for your bank account? I don't know. Maybe the banks like it when you gamble, because the more that you take out, the more you're going to have to put back in. I don't know. Maybe bank accounts really like gambling, or casinos, right? Let me see. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity here to just kind of throw out a few numbers. I really want to give this book away. It's actually going to be an ebook. In fact, I'll read something out of it here. 1 through 50. Did I put that up there? There we go. I got to turn the volume up on my sanctuary here, because it's very soothing. I don't know if you guys can hear my sanctuary in the background. It's just very, very soothing. No music today. Online gambling is bad, but physical gambling is worse. Come on, guys, throw some numbers up. 1 through 50. I want to give the book away. It's a good time to read. Come on now. Get the ebook and you can read at home. Or I'll send you a Milky Way instead. You want that? Anybody have a question? Brian, Naheel, Josephine? I think I started a bit earlier. Usually I start around 4 p.m. But I was told that if I started around 3:30 that I could start reaching more people around the globe. Well, we're going to find out here. What success have you achieved during this experience? Anyone? One success that you have been able to achieve during this experience. Come on, share it. I want to get some input from some of you guys. Jim? Naheel? Patrick? Wait a minute. Patrick, you're cheating, man. What is the number here? Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to give this to you, Patrick. You got 19, okay? I'm going to give the book to you. You're going to have to send me. I think I probably have your email already. So I'm going to send you the book. Short. And these are easy to read, man. People say, I don't want to read a book. It takes me too long. You could go through this book in 30 minutes. It's got a little project inside that'll kind of help you refocus a little bit, or maybe a lot. get some direction going. It's good read. I should probably do it myself. All right. So the book deal's gone. Yeah, let's talk about this pandemic a little bit. Get off the subject of gambling. This pandemic is very stressful. Any good ideas to cope? Any good ideas? Naheel, what's one good idea that you can give me so that I can cope through this very, very stressful time? You know, I admit something, that the mindset, I feel like we're all in a dark tunnel, like we're in this dark tunnel. And there's a lot of people inside the dark tunnel looking for the light switch. They want to turn the light on, right? People are wandering around. People are bumping into each other and stuff. And then there's people that have turned on the light and they're navigating their way through this tunnel. And this is what I feel like. I feel like we're in this tunnel, and I mean, I'm at peace with myself. I'm very grateful to who I believe in. You know, I believe in God. I believe in the Word of God, obviously. But I'm very, very grateful, and yet I can still feel the mystery of what's going on around me. So, yeah, it's a very, very difficult time for many people. Many people they're panicking, and again, the mindset that you go into this thing with is the mindset, hopefully a better mindset you'll be able to come out of this dark tunnel with. Hopefully that makes some sense here. But it is. Let me see. Let me see. I started walking. Exercise. Exactly. Exercise is a good thing. Exercise. Some of us have, I do a lot of writing, and sometimes I feel like I'm all over the place. We can pick up on something that we left off, right? Walking the treadmill. I'm sure it's not Naheel's first time coming back to the treadmill. I'm sure maybe she's had a couple of experiences in the past that maybe didn't work out, but this is the time to really say, hey, I got the time now, no excuses. Right? Thank you for sharing, Naheel. Jim, what has Jim got here? When I drink too much caffeine, I get nervous and my emotions turn negative. I am conscious of this, and I am working on choosing to think more positively and fight against the negative thoughts. Reflecting on health, and that's one thing that I've been doing more of, is reflecting on health, because problem gamblers do not really focus on health at all. So that is there's also healthy caffeine. Well, there is healthy caffeine. There's healthy coffee too. If you drink too much coffee, I know you're sensitive to caffeine. So it's a great opportunity for us, my friends, my fellow soldiers, to be here going through this experience. I've heard Dr. Laura Schlesinger, she said she has a live call-in program on her satellite radio, and someone was saying that families are coming together. You know, yards are looking a little bit cleaner. The rivers are flowing without, so much debris. The skies are a little bit more blue. The air's a little bit cleaner, because people are kind of, it's not that we're locked. We're not completely locked in our homes. I know I'm not, but it really just, this experience should humble us, and it should really, really help us become more and more appreciative. And that should really, really lead you away from anything that gambling or whatever it is that is not healthy for you. Mi carnal, my cool one. Man on my 5th coffee and 4 tea. He says, yeah. Well, it is. See, again, everything plays out in our minds, right? Everything plays out in our minds. There's a verse that I remind myself of often. It's in Romans chapter 12. It says, be ye not transformed, or be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you can prove what is that good and acceptable will. It's the battle is up here. If we allow these things, I was sharing this with Stephen during my interview earlier. When we first went into this experience of COVID-19, kind of locking down and people coming home from losing their jobs, I was like a nut, just looking, reading, watching videos. I was checking out a lot of the conspiracy theories. I mean, there's a lot of that, right? Conspiracy theories. And there's some truth to it. There's some good truth to some of this stuff. I made a decision that I'm not going to be persuaded by A or B. I'm going to be persuaded by what I see and what I experience and what I feel and what I tell myself. Remember earlier we read Proverbs 18, death and life are in the power of the tongue. They that love it shall eat the fruit. So whatever we're feeding on, and let me read that again because I'm kind of getting off there. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Verse 21, and this is Proverbs 18, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. It's very, very peculiar words that are being, in these statements that are being chosen as a statement. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So we can feed ourselves with the words that we speak, just like food. In fact, our words, I believe, are more, well, are they just as important as food? Could words be more important? What are you feeding on? What are you saying to yourself during this time? That's what's going to make the difference. And some stress is healthy for us. Some stress is healthy for us. It helps us to grow. Vasil, welcome. Wilson, welcome. And Laura, can you guys hear my, what was I calling this? My bird sanctuary in the background? But I think it's time for some music, because we're going to be winding down. So basically, I had a phone call from this young man who was telling me that he was actually gambling physically, and I kind of let him have it a little bit, in a good way. I don't really believe in sugarcoating too much. If I'm talking to you one-on-one, kind of a coaching thing, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be loving, but I'm going to tell you the truth, because we need to hear the truth. I mean, I don't want to hear. There's so many lies and so much fabricated things all around us, man. It's like people don't want that. People want the truth, even if it hurts. Even if it hurts a little bit. Would you agree? Of course you're going to agree with me. Of course you'll agree. So Laura says, happy Easter. Congratulations to Paul, my cool one. You got to send me your I think I do have your email address already. Jacob Smith. Let me see. The situation is BS and it's driving me to gamble. Well, that's the wrong mindset to have from this situation. There's a lot of stuff that's not healthy, obviously, out there. That's why you have to remain neutral to what's going on. You have to really, we've heard this said many times in the past, and I say it all the time. You have to stand for something. You have to know what you believe in, or in whom you believe, or in what you believe. Because if you don't, you're going to be persuaded forcefully by propaganda, by the news media, right? I mean, there's a lot of people's YouTube's channels are getting shut down, and because of freedom of speech. There's a lot of things that are being said. There's a lot of things that are being exposed, and a lot of it is true. I would agree with it, but I'm not going to get too caught up with a lot of this conspiracy stuff, because you know what? It'll drag you down a rabbit hole. It'll send you out into outer space, into a black hole, and then you'll be confused, man. You'll be severely confused. That's why you have to maintain neutral, and you have to know what it is that you believe and stand on, so that you're not forcefully persuaded by that stuff around you. And I know this isn't leading me to gamble. I'm done with gambling. Somebody said, man, Santos, how long have you been without gambling? You know what? To me, I don't even think about this stuff anymore. What's important to me is that I'm free right now, that I'm free today, right? That I'm going to be free over the next 7 days. And then those 7 days will turn into 14 days, and it'll turn into 21 days, and then 30 days. That's what I'm about, man. Jacob, let me see. Feeding on junk food because it's... So thank you for sharing, Naheel. Thank you for sharing. Those of you that are... Hey, Sean, welcome to the program. Jacob Smith says feeding on junk food because it's the highlight of lockdown. Yeah, we seem to be eating a lot more. In fact, I told some of you guys I decided to go green. And I'm really excited about what I'm finding about this company that I'm with. I keep finding testimonials, videos of people. I'm kind of blown away that this product called Hemohim, me and my wife been on it for about 3 weeks. Anti-cancer, anti-inflammation, antibacterial, anti-diabetic. And I'm experiencing some really, really good things from this product. It's actually a food. It's a drink. It's a botanical drink. So again, this is a time for us to explore. It's a time for us to look at ourselves and see what we can do to make ourselves better. Now, I just want to share this with you. This product does not have, I don't know, it has a taste of like licorice. It tastes like licorice and a little bit of soy sauce. Honestly, it's not bad. It's a small little packet that I'm not going to drink one. I just had one earlier. But this thing, it has a lot of, and this is what I'm finding. In fact, I'm telling people, look, there's a lot of bullshit products out there. Pardon my French. There's a lot of fake products. I've been with a lot of companies. I've seen them come and go. I've never seen anything like this product that has actual patents in the US, patents in Korea, patents in Japan, and it's actually classified as a food. And the research, it's actually classified as a food product. But what I'm really encouraging people is, those of you that might have an interest, is to go online, go to YouTube, go to Google, and research the product, research the ingredients, research the testimonials of people with cancer, with tumors, with diabetes, people with strokes. I'm telling you, this is, I mean, I'm kind of fascinated. I go on YouTube every single day just about looking up more, doctors that are actually putting themselves out there, talking about how they've been treating some of their patients with this product and it's helping them. So I'm telling you, if you have something, don't just take my word for it. Hemohim. Go online. Look it up for yourself. You can see the name. It's called Hemohim. By it's actually Atomy. The company Atomy is the distributor. But go out there, watch the videos, and again, stay neutral, because you have to make decisions upon what you hear, and you can tell whether people are trying to bullshit you or whether somebody's trying to scam. You can tell if you really pay attention to people. You can. We can't be ignorant about this because, again, there's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of stuff. Naheel was just talking about the stress and the worry that is being placed upon a lot of people because of this virus. I say there's a couple of things that I'm going to share about my observations of what I think. And these are my observations. This is my opinion that I'm going to share with those of you. You may not agree. You don't have to agree. Of course, this will be on my video. But you have to come to your own conclusion upon what it is that you're hearing out there. You must come to your own conclusion. Because if you don't, you're going to get distracted. Manuela, Sean, congratulations on reaching 128 days. Man, that's fantastic. I like that. Sean says he paid off his debts. My savings is growing. Jim, welcome. And Manuela. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about this COVID. I want to share some thoughts that I've had. Maybe that it'll make some sense to some of you that, who knows, you might be struggling in this period. Do they sell weight loss products? Laura, Atomy, if you go to Atomy USA, it's called ATOMY USA.com. You can see what they have to offer. Their products, Atomy's products, and by the way, Atomy, this company, this whole thing has been around for about 10 years. And yes, they are FDA regulated and approved, even through the Environmental Protection Agency also. It's a very, very unique thing that this company has. They have quite a few products. They're all 100% natural, whatever it is that they make, herbal products. And I really do like the products. I'm experiencing some really good benefits from taking the HemoHim. The HemoHim, what the HemoHim is supposed to do, the HemoHim is supposed to help you produce fresh blood. It's supposed to help you with all these properties like anti-cancer. It has and this research is proven, my friends. This isn't just BS that I'm sharing with you. There's been actual testing done on animals or lab rats and humans with cancers and different things. So there is proof out there. There is research out there that shows what this product can actually do for people. So everybody's different. Our immune systems are all different. We all need something different. So I'm willing to help anybody that's interested in wanting to get healthier. Again, all the information is free. You can join my team. It's called the Green Team. You don't need a credit card to join. There's no monthly fees. There's no yearly fees. And we will help you if you're interested in wanting to make money, okay? And this is not a get-rich-quick program. If you're interested in wanting to make some money, we can help you in that area. If you want to save money, you want to get paid for the products that you use, and you want to go green with household products and personal products, hit me up. And my wife and I, we just did our first live on Facebook on Saturday. We fumbled our way through it. It was kind of funny, sharing the products and our experiences. So we're really happy so far. And we're going to get our blood work done. We want to see the changes in our chemistry to see whether what we're learning and reading about and experiencing is actual real reality. So we're putting it to the test. We're doing, we're taking it to the doctor. That's how I am about this. So somebody else says, let me see, 52 days of not much, but the most days I've ever stayed away. That's the thing. This whole experience, you've been given time. Right? People complain, I don't have time. We all have 24 hours a day. Even before this so-called lockdown, we all have 24 hours a day, right? Now we just have more time to do things. It's a time for us to get creative. It's a time for us to think. It's a time for us to share ideas with other people. Whatever. This is the time for us to be doing it and, not being persuaded by the wrong things. And sadly, some people are not going to come through this. My condolences go out to the families and the friends of loved ones that are grieving because of this mysterious illness. Now, here's a couple of things that I want to share. These are just some observations that I've had. And again, my journal, Unstoppable. I tell you, you come into my office, I got notepads. I don't know, maybe I'm just going nuts here with all the stuff that I do. That's what I do. I love writing and I never, empower your strengths. Do you know what your strengths are? Empower them. Don't try to be like everybody else, man. We see other people and no, man, be you, be yourself, be free. That's what I'm doing here on this program. Where did this thing come from? Where did COVID-19 come from? I believe it was a natural occurrence. I believe it happened naturally. I don't believe it was man-made. Though it, there's a possibility. Somebody said that this could be a biochemical. Now, when I was in the military, I was involved in nuclear, biological, chemical warfare. So I studied a little bit about these weapons, these biochemical weapons and stuff. I don't believe this was made. And if it was made, there's still that possibility. Right? Why is there such a strange, mysterious enigma about this COVID-19? I believe it has to do with panic and misinformation. That's what causes the mysteries and the questions and the, people with these conspiracy theories talking about 5G has been turned up and it's causing cancer. Well, listen, microwaves, garage doors, radio waves, TV waves, gamma. There's all kinds of radiation. And yes, it is damaging to a certain degree, but people are not literally falling like flies, like somebody said. Now, do we know the full extent of what this 5G is going to do? I don't think we really know, but I do believe that there's something that's not healthy for the human body, for the cells. I do believe it, but 4G was the same thing, except this is a little bit more powerful. So I don't believe it has to do with, I don't believe that people are dying because they're turning up the volume on 5G. I don't believe that. I believe that we die from within and what is outside of us. We live under a curse due to a lustful decision. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but we live under a curse because of a decision that was made, a lustful decision that was made a long time ago. Another observation, I believe we're seeing the evidence of a world advancing in the midst of a very difficult enigma called death. Just an observation. And here's another couple of ideas that I had. Was this deliberate action or was it a mistake gone bad? That's the way that I was thinking earlier on before I believe today that I believe that this is a natural thing that's happening. I don't think it was intentionally created to harm people. Now, I will say this, sadly, China held on to information for apparently 5 to 6 weeks. China held information that was crucial back in November. It would have made a huge impact in the world if China would have released that information. The World Health Organization, the NWO or the WHO, they kind of sided with China. It's kind of strange. We don't know exactly why, but there's a lot of controversy going on. People are going to get fired. What's going to be the whole outcome when this gets better? Only God knows. That's the only major problem that I see today, that there should have been a release of information a lot sooner. And that is a huge problem. That is a huge problem. We're already seeing the effects of that. There's people here in the U.S. that are actually trying to sue China, which is not, they're not going to get anything from that. But you can see that people are lawyering up. There's companies and I think there's even countries. I think Italy or a couple of other countries are gearing up to lawsuits. But there's going to be an outcome to this, and we're going to see that outcome. There's going to be a consequence to this action, and we're going to see that over the next few weeks. I don't know what it is, but we're going to see it. And that's my observation about what's going on. So I don't fear this thing. Am I cautious? Am I being... Yeah, I need to be cautious. We can't be stupid, right? We can't be ignorant. This thing is mysterious. It passes on from people to people, and it just flows where it goes, I guess. We have to be smart. And, there's my observations. Let me see. Congratulations, Vasily, for your 52 days, man. That's good. Keep it going. Oh, that's the wrong one. So, you see, Sean says, we're going to wind down here. You know, here's my call to action today is for you to pick up something that we've talked about, something that you should be doing. You've dropped it. You've stopped doing it. Pick it up and start doing it again. You know, if you get anything from this broadcast today, we're going to be winding down here. Walk away with something. Grab a hold of something. Look at your life. There's something recently that Naheel was talking about, walking the treadmill. It could be exercise. It could be, maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to write a little book. Maybe you want to start journaling. Or maybe you want to share your testimony in video on YouTube. You want to create a channel, or you want to start a business or something. Or you want to go green. You want to be healthy. I'm here to help you. Follow me. I promise to help you stay free. It's my ironclad guarantee. Monica, welcome. We're getting ready to end here in a little bit. Don't you think made to kill economies, Josephine? Well, you know, when you think of this, people are dying. There's more people dying from accidents every single day than there are from COVID. The economies have been hurt very severely. China's economy has been hurt severely. There's been many economies. There's going to be a backlash. You know, China held on to information for too long, and that's what, you know. Again, that's just a small part of it. But I believe that if the right information gets to you at the right time, then you can take action. But if you get the information late, you know, you're half-stepping. You know, you're dragging, man. You're limping now. It's going to be a lot harder. And so there's a lot of, again, conspiracy theories. I'm just staying neutral. I'm not really focusing on, because we're going to see, time reveals everything, right? Time reveals everything. A little bit of time, we're going to see a lot more. Yeah. Okay, we're going to wind down. If any questions, make sure, if you haven't subscribed to the email, please be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel here if you're new. Support this mission. And we are going to continue. You know what? We're going to continue sharing the same message of encouragement. You can win. You can overcome inside your mindset. You can grow to believe in yourself. You can do something special with your life. And something that I've really been focusing on more during this period is thinking about what are your strengths. Have you really sat down and wrote down your strengths and then focused on what your strengths are? You know, not my strengths, not Patrick's, not David's, not Laura's, not Jim's, but your strengths. Write them down, take a look at them, and see what you can do with those strengths that you have. A lot of jobs are being lost right now. A lot of jobs have ended. There's going to be some different things happening, right? There's different businesses. I mean, there's opportunities for us. There's opportunities for us. But if we don't take advantage, if we don't look at what's around us, if we don't take action, then we're not going to have any. We're not going to have a harvest. We're not going to, from moment to moment. Hey, there he is. More people would have died without the coronavirus. This shutdown, crime, murder, abortion is all down. Yeah, it's amazing what's happening. It's like I say, this is very mysterious. It's very mysterious what's happening, but we can't let it get into our heads. We cannot. You cannot afford to let it get into your mind, because if you go and you start watching too much of the stuff that's out there, you know, the secret society, the cabal, the Masons, you know, the deep state. If you get caught up in a lot of that, and this is all on YouTube, there's a lot of conspiracy theories. I've been watching a lot of this stuff in the past too. Today, I'm really limiting myself more and more, because I am not going to allow those things to influence me. I am not going to allow those things to influence me. I influence me. I make the decisions as God guides me, as I ask him, you know, for wisdom, for guidance, for strength, and for mercies. So, yeah, I'll be glad when the virus panic ends, but don't look forward to going back to the office. I love working from home. Yeah, it is a great thing to be able to work from home. We need to become creative. Become creative. Okay, let me get my. Okay, we're coming down to the end of the program. I've already given my book, unless we get any yeah, we're all going to be, you know, we're all, like I said, we're either growing, growing, through this experience, this dark tunnel, or we're just going through it. And sadly, some people are going to come out on the other end worse. I'm talking about people with addictions, people with gambling, and who knows? A lot of things have been opened up. We're at home exploring. Who knows if maybe more people jumped on the bandwagon to gambling. I guess that makes my job a little bit. Maybe it gives me more work, man. Yeah. Yeah. I think there is a group that creates a crisis and manufactures a solution that creates more martial law and freedoms taken away. Well, there's no doubt to me that something is going on in this world above our heads. It just seems to be being displayed more and more. You know, I've said this a couple times. and I'm gonna share this with those of you, because I'm not trying to win a popularity contest. I failed that one a long time ago. And I'm not here to try to prove anything to anybody but myself, number one. I believe that what's happening on this planet is a spiritual battle that is being fought in another realm. And I believe that we are seeing the evidence of this spiritual warfare on this planet. That's what I believe. And that to me comes from the Bible and my studies and my research. I don't know why she's calling me, but she shouldn't be calling me. I'm not going to take the phone. So again, I pray every day for wisdom, for guidance. There's 4 things that I generally pray for myself and for people is wisdom, guidance, strength, and mercies. I believe that those 4, I don't know, call them commodities, qualities, are so needed today. And that's what I pray for, because we have to navigate through this dark world that we're living in. And who knows, maybe they're going to be shrinking population. They want to get rid of older people. They want to have young people. They want to have all this new technology in a utopia, right? There's an image, there's a picture of something like this in the Bible. A large group of people were trying to build a tower, and the people were together, and eventually God disrupted that work. And there's a spiritual lesson in that too. So we see this happening today. It's a beautiful world we live in, but unfortunately there's a lot of bad, there's a lot of death, there's a lot of sin in this world, and we can't escape that. I don't like to be negative, but it's the truth. There's a lot of really wonderful areas that we can go to, but man, we go to other areas and we see the decay, we see the moral decline, we see the sin and the filth. So we're the world rushes to move away from that, right? That's in the minds of a lot of people out there, people with a lot of money. And I don't believe it's going to be achieved 100%. I mean, we may achieve a lot of technologies and autonomous cars, but we're never going to reach a utopia on this planet. That's on the other side. God is in control of that. That's the way I believe. And I'll leave it there. He's in control. And I don't have to live my life in fear, afraid of dying or afraid of these things. But again, we do have to be cautious, right? We do have to be smart. Because think about it. If we're not afraid to die, but yet we're being foolish, we're being ignorant, and we go out there and we get this virus or whatever it is, right? This corona, we pass it on to other people, then they die. And yet we survive because of ignorance. That's the way I think. And believe me, last night I had a little situation here in my home with family that I wasn't too happy about. And I let a few people have it. That's what I did. We have to be cautious. We have to be careful. We can't be ignorant, because ignorance is not going to get us anywhere. Until this goes through, until we get through this thing, I believe the new norm will be better than the old norm, as people are finally awoke and realize how valuable we really are. Yeah, there's going to be some great changes. Of course, through this, there's going to be some great changes. There's many loss, and we're experiencing that, but there's going to be great changes. So I agree with you. By the way, from moment to moment, what is your name? If you don't mind sharing your name with us, I'd like to know who you are, man. And thank you for support. It's true. God is the ruler. Well, somebody's got to be ruling. there has to be a mastermind somewhere, because I don't believe that we came from a little, a little sperm, an amoeba, or some kind of a frog. I don't that doesn't, then we grew up and became, like they say, Homo sapien, man, and our tail fell off. I don't believe any of that. I don't believe in it. And I'm not going to argue with people about the Bible and stuff like that. I won't argue, but I do believe in the Bible, and I do believe that God is whoever he is. The mastermind, people call Jesus, the Holy Spirit, the Father. I do believe there is a mastermind in control. And people say, well, if God is love, why is he allowing all of these things to happen on the planet the way they are? I'm not going to try to answer that one. I have no idea why. He has a plan. He has a master plan. Anyways, let's start ending on this note. I want to thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you guys that put up with my with my jibber jab, man. We gotta maybe poke some fun in some things too, Anyways, from moment to moment, I'll be waiting for that name one of these days. And my cool one, Pablo, Canada. Thank you guys for being here with me on this wonderful Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday, the beginning of a new week. We've just finished the era of 7 days. And ask yourself, man, how did I do over those 7 days? Did I achieve my goal? Did I stay away from gambling? Did I drink less coffee? Am I reading some good material so that I'm not panicking about the situation that we're going through? I agree. And there's some good content out there, though. I'm sure that you'll find some, right, Jim? I know that there's some good content out there, but man, people's channels, YouTube channels are getting shut down because of freedom of speech, or they're speaking out too much about 5G or COVID-19 and who's to blame and this and that. People's channels are getting shut down. I hope mine doesn't for sharing all this information. Again, this is just observations. Yeah. Oh, man, I messed up. Oop, that's wrong. Hi. It should be at set. There it is. Mindset for Progress at Gmail. Listen, if you're interested in wanting to get healthier, if you want to test out, and you're going to have to be brave. I'm being upfront with you. You're going to have to be brave about this because this is it's not challenging, but if you want to go green and you want to learn more about Atomy and what me and my wife are doing and the small team that we're building, and you want to generate money also, we can help you, send me an email and at mindsetforprogress@gmail.com, and I'll correspond and we'll see what we can do to help you. If you want to be healthier, or maybe you want to join the bandwagon and research this product like I'm doing, because I'm finding out some really, really cool things about this product. So I'm asking people to do the research too, because if it's helping me and my wife, if it's helping all these other people, why couldn't it help you? Wilson, the book was already, this guy here won the book giveaway, the ebook. My cool one, or my coolie one. He won the book. So thank you for being here with us. Anybody else? Let me see. I'll wait a few more minutes here. Thank you for being with us, Wilson, Paul, Laura, Jim. From moment to moment, I still don't have your name yet. Maybe it's Mike. And Monica, Naheel, Jim. Am I going over the names? Yeah, Vasily, Josephine. And there's a couple others. Jim, Manuel, Sean. Welcome thank you for being here on this broadcast. And we'll see you on the next one. Next Sunday. Actually, I'm going to be going live again probably on Wednesday this week, right here on YouTube. It will be just another to check up on you guys, man, to see how you guys are doing and see how many will inspire me on Wednesday. Free, gambling free. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying.